Imagine this. You wake up on a Monday morning, check your phone, and before you've even had breakfast, you see $50 deposited into your account. Not from your job, not from overtime, but from something you built on the side. Now picture that happening every single day. Steady, reliable extra income. At the end of the month, that side hustle adds up to around $1,000. For many people, that's rent, groceries, or even the start of a real investment plan. The truth is, building a side hustle that pays $1,000 a month isn't some unreachable dream. You don't need to be a tech genius or spend years grinding before you see results. What you do need is a clear plan, realistic expectations, and the discipline to stick with it. So today, I want to walk you through exactly how I'd build a $1,000 per month side hustle from scratch. Step 1. Start with the right mindset. Before we even talk about the how, we need to talk about the mindset. Most people fail at side hustles not because the idea was bad, but because they give up too quickly. They expect instant success. They see YouTube videos promising $10,000 a month in 30 days and think that's normal. It's not. My approach is different. I don't chase fast money. I look for simple ideas that I can scale slowly but surely. The goal isn't to get rich overnight. The goal is to build a second income stream that grows month by month. That shift in mindset alone is what separates the winners from the quitters. Think about it like fitness. You don't go to the gym once and expect six-pack abs. You go consistently, little by little, until you see the results. A side hustle works the same way. Step 2. Pick a simple, scalable hustle. Now, if I had to start from zero, I'd look for a hustle that meets 3 rules. First, it should be low cost to start. Second, it should be something I can scale without needing tons of time or energy. And third, it should have real demand, meaning people are already paying for it. For me, that usually means digital or online work. Think about it. Selling a physical product requires stock, shipping, and storage. You have to deal with suppliers, packaging, shipping delays, and sometimes returns. All of that adds complexity and risk when you're just starting out. On the other hand, selling your skills, knowledge, or digital products is lightweight. It doesn't require a warehouse or inventory. The startup cost is usually just your time, a laptop, and an internet connection. That's why it's the best entry point if you're starting from scratch. Some good examples are freelance writing, social media management, tutoring online, or selling simple digital templates. With writing, all you need is the ability to research and put words together clearly. With social media management, you help small businesses create posts, schedule content, and engage with their audience. Tutoring can be as simple as teaching a subject you're already good at, math, languages, even basic computer skills, and delivering lessons over Zoom. Selling templates could mean creating resume designs, budget spreadsheets, or Canva graphics that people download instantly after paying. The common thread here is that each of these has proven demand. Businesses and individuals are already paying for them every single day. You're not trying to invent something new or convince people to buy something they don't want. You're simply stepping into a market that already exists. That makes the process a lot less risky. Now, to make this walkthrough real, let's pick one. I'll go with freelance writing. Why? Because every website, business, and brand needs words. Someone has to write their blog posts, product descriptions, email newsletters, ad copy, and even the captions they post on social media. Content is the backbone of online marketing, and as long as businesses want to attract customers, there will be a need for good writing. And the best part? The demand is endless. You're never limited to one industry. You could write for a fitness brand one week, a tech startup the next, and a small e-commerce shop the week after that. The variety keeps it interesting, and it means opportunities are everywhere. Step 3, skill building and positioning. Now, I don't need to be the world's greatest writer to get paid, but I do need to be good enough to provide value. So my first week, I'd spend time learning the basics. Free YouTube tutorials, blog posts, even free online courses are enough to get started. Then I'd practice by writing short samples, maybe a blog post about a trending topic, a product description for an item on Amazon, or a simple email sequence. The point isn't perfection. It's to create examples that show I can write clearly and professionally. Next, I'd package myself properly. That means setting up a clean profile on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr. I'd keep it short and simple, focusing on what I can do for clients. I'd also create a one-page portfolio with a few of my samples. Even if nobody has paid me yet, I can still show what I can do. Clients care about results, not how long I've been around. This step is like creating a shop window. People don't buy from an empty store, but if they see a few things displayed nicely, they're more likely to stop and check out. Step 4, get the first clients. Now comes the hardest part. Landing those first paying clients. This is the point where most people give up. They send out a few applications, hear nothing back, and convince themselves it doesn't work. But here's the truth. The first client is always the toughest. Once you land one, the next becomes easier, and then the process starts to snowball. Here's how I do it. I'd start by applying to small, simple gigs on freelance platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, or Freelancer. These platforms already have businesses looking for help, so the opportunity is right there. You just have to put yourself in front of it. I wouldn't try to charge $100 an hour right away because that sets me up for disappointment. Instead, I'd start small. At the same time, I wouldn't rely only on platforms. I'd reach out directly. For example, I'd look for small businesses in my area or niche. Maybe a local gym, a bakery, or an online shop with websites that clearly need better content. If I notice they haven't posted on their blog in months or their product descriptions look outdated, that's my opening. I'd send them a polite email offering to refresh their content, maybe even writing one piece for free or at a discount. That one piece is like a sample. If they like it, I can upsell them on ongoing work. Step 5, build consistency. Okay, let's do some math. If I want $1,000 a month and I'm charging $50 per blog post, I only need 20 posts a month. That's 5 posts a week, totally doable. And if I get faster at writing, I can handle even more. But the real power is in repeat clients. Instead of constantly chasing new gigs, I'd focus on turning one-time jobs into long-term contracts. For example, if I find 2 clients who each need 4 posts a month, that's already $400. Add in a few more small clients and suddenly I'm hitting $1,000 without burning out. Consistency is where most people fail. They land one gig, then stop applying. Or they work hard for 2 weeks, then disappear. The winners are the ones who treat it like a real job, even when the money feels small at first. Step 6, improve and scale. Once I'm making consistent money, I'd ask, how can I scale this? Maybe I raise my rates from $50 to $75 per post. Maybe I add extra services like editing, SEO, or social media captions. Or maybe I hire another beginner writer to help me with overflow work, keeping a margin for myself. Scaling is all about working smarter, not harder. If I can write one blog post in 2 hours and I raise my rate to $100, I'm making $50 an hour. That's more than many people earn at their main job. Another way to scale is by repurposing. If I've written blog posts for fitness coaches, I can package that knowledge into a digital guide and sell it. Suddenly, I'm not just trading time for money. I'm creating products that sell on their own. Step 7, long-term vision. Now let's zoom out. A $1,000 a month side hustle is amazing, but it can also be the seed for something bigger. For example, if I stick with freelance writing, I can evolve into running a small content agency. Or I can use the extra cash to invest in stocks, real estate, or even start another side hustle. The point is, the $1,000 a month isn't the finish line. It's the foundation. It's proof that you can create money outside of your job. And once you've done it once, you'll never see money the same way again. That's the secret nobody talks about. The real value of a side hustle isn't just the money, it's the confidence. It's knowing that if your job disappeared tomorrow, you wouldn't be helpless. You've already proven you can create income from scratch.